Welcome to Deep Thought. Life is a classroom. Life is a classroom. You know what? Going through life, you have to see it as a school, someplace that you're learning. Now, some spiritual traditions already see it that way, particularly spiritual traditions that believe in reincarnation. And then, of course, others that don't, they might or might not see it that way. But regardless of your spiritual path, your philosophy, I don't care. You could be a straight up atheist. You're here to learn something. Or if you're going to be here, you need to learn something. You know, life isn't something where you should just be going through just chilling. Because that's not going to happen. Oh, man. You get some people, hey, it's like, oh, I just want to live every day. Okay. You know what? You're going to get challenged. You're going to get challenged at some point. You're going, something's going to happen. You're going to get something that's going to challenge your existence. It could be just a social situation with some friends, or it could be an act of nature. Imagine how many people's existence were challenged by a hurricane coming through their area, or an earthquake, or even this snowstorm. You know, in the Virginia area, when it was a big snowstorm, there were people who were caught in a section of the interstate highway for 27 hours. They couldn't move. They couldn't go anyplace. You know, and stuff happens. I mean, that's just it. I mean, if you out here, stuff happens. I mean, even if you try to say, well, you know what, I'm not going to go out in the world. I'm just going to sit here. Something can still happen. And you know what? The thing is, everything that happens, we have to learn something. Because, see, one of the things, I'm going to go a little bit deeper than I usually do. One of the things is, if you're going through life and something happens to you, and you don't deal with it well, rest assured you're going to deal with it again and again and again. Now, someone would say how that's happening. Because part of what happened to you and your reaction to it is based on your personality. And if you don't change something about yourself, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. It's just a question of when. And, you know, the when could happen depending on the environment, time of year, everything. But it will happen again. Now, if you look at every experience as a lesson that you have to figure out how to solve, then, you know, you'll go through a certain event or something happens and, you know, okay, you get it. It happens the first time. It probably hits you in a bad way. But then you learn from it. It's like, okay, all that stuff happened, but this is what I did wrong. Let me change it up. Then when a similar situation happens around the same time the next year, okay, you ready for it now. Now, you still might take some losses, but not the same as before. And then you learn again. Then when it happens a third time, you ready, you conquered. It's like, shoot, bring this on. But, of course, you do all that, and then more stuff will come. You know, and I mean, and it's not just always bad things. You could learn how to do good things. Something good you could do something good or get a perspective. Then it's like, oh, okay. And then when it happens again, maybe with something else, you know what to do. Like, for example, a great experience, a great classroom is simply being a parent. And any parents who are listening to this, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you can have that one child. That one child, perfect little angel. Just a beautiful child, real peaceful. Everything's going well. Yeah, that second child, you be like, is this an alien? You be like, is this an alien? But it's also a learning experience. And then when the third child comes, it's like, oh, okay, I'm ready for this child. And then when grandchildren come, it's like, you know what, I went through this with your parents. Okay, I already know what to do. And that's in everything in life. You know, one of the things I always tell people, I say, you know what, they'll tell me about something they went through. And I said, okay, learn from the experience. You know, the simple lesson is don't mess with that type of person. The simple lesson is maybe there were actions that you took that brought this about, so you know not to do this. Like every experience, everything. Like I remember an ex-girlfriend said this about me. She said, Ron, every time you see something or experience something, it's like you're bringing in computer data. I see your mind churning. That's how I would, though. Like, if I run into something, all of a sudden I said, okay, where have I seen this situation before? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. When I dealt with it before, this is what I did. Put all the information in, take the action, and I'm still going on. You know? I'm going to finish my vegan buffalo wings. Hey, that's how I look at it. It was like, okay, where have I dealt with this before? You know, what was my experience with it? And then on the rare occasions that I come across something I've never experienced, I sit back and I'm like, oh, okay, let me learn from this. What did I learn? Oh, okay, I can't do that again. I can't do that again. You know, I don't even get mad. It could be a situation, somebody scam me out of something. I don't even get mad at them. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. It's like that saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I say, oh, okay. All right. Okay, you got me. Okay, yeah, my mouth was open. Yeah, you got me good. Shoot. Yeah, all right. Hey, bravo. Yeah, you only had that one time. Don't try it again. I can't wait for you next day. Or somebody else try it again. It's like, I've had a lot of those, like somebody tried to get over me on the internet. And, at first, like I ain't give up any money or anything, but, like on IG, people hit me up and I think they're really cool. But then I started saying, oh, wait a minute. They always do it the same way. Hello. And stuff. And I got to the point, I just said, yeah, well, what do you want? How do you know me? Then all of a sudden they ain't following me no more. Oh, man. Because it's always going to happen. And that's very important. Just going through life, just regardless of your spiritual path or your philosophy, you're still here. Learn from it. Everyone should be getting better as a human being as they get older. Don't get caught up in your body not being the same as it was when it was young. Your spirit is always growing. Your mind doesn't have to stop growing. And, and this has been said about people who might get Alzheimer's. This has been said. I can't give any scientific verification of it personally because I haven't studied that. I'm just saying what's said. They were saying, people who kind of avoid it keep their minds active. And like I say, I personally can't give a scientific confirmation of it. I still have to study it because personally I know my thing is I don't care what my body is when I'm 98. My mind is going to be sharp. And my body's going to be all right too because me, body game. I'm going to keep that going. But anyway, just understand. Life is a classroom. Think on this, y'all. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.